surgiu uma oportunidade de um projeto que foi criado pela uma irmã. Surgiu a ideia dela e foi para as comunidades. Essa ideia foi recarregar a matéria-prima que a natureza oferece, né? A juntar e produzir o sustento também, que era um meio da gente adquirir mais recursos, mais um sustento na família.
I thought this was really, really fascinating. Getting to see people that the this nature, this forest clearly means so much to them and is so important to them, and getting to see how they coexist and interact and things like that, I think is really important because, like I said, I think now more than ever, that is a part of the conversation. It's a part of the ideas and the intentions of when you go to a place or when, as scientists, there, more and more, I feel like we hear about conservation and protecting and, cleaning up nature and giving back and, making sure that society isn't ruining. I think we hear about that more and more and more. And so I think that seeing films like this are really important because it's inherently a part of the conversation of how do we kind of coexist. And you can just see how much the forest really means to them.
We go to see the in and outs of what it's like to be a part of this part of the world and the community that they've built and the ways that this cacao seed is so important to us all. You see the hope and the opportunity that exists within this piece, but it provides a really full sense of who these people are, what they do, and where they hope to come from here. And you really, it makes you want to be better and do better. And, the part that sticks out to me the most was when one of the ladies said, we should take from only a certain part of the community, like only a certain part of the land, and leave everything else be. And that is a common theme that happens time and time again in documentaries like this, because it's a known fact that human responsibility is one of Earth's greatest errors, and actually leaving parts of the Earth be is the best thing that we can do for our country and the land that we walk on. So she kind of brings this very valid, true statement to the piece, and so it dives into these moments of need and greed.
There are lots of footages of interviews of people who live there, of people who involved in in the land, in that country, and it just shows how important we need to take care of the land that could be invisible and make sure that it would be saved from man intervention. So I feel like this is a good documentary that kind of ground awareness or kind of set the importance on something that we might overlook from time to time, and it's kind of fun to watch to understand something that happens environmentally in South America as well.
Photography was beautiful. It was we really the scenery. We had a real sense of the place. It was really beautiful, really nicely captured, nicely directed. The interviews were conducted very, very well, and it was really interesting. I had a chance to see up close the locals of this area before. This is a new culture for me to experience, so I was very appreciative of that. Very, very well done there. And there's always a conflict between civilization and nature, between commerce and the natural world. And anytime we get to see the specifics of how this is playing out in any specific part of the world, it's always a good thing. So it was good to learn about this area and see the specifics of what's going on there. and hearing from the locals.
This film has beautiful cinematography and a great score. You could tell these people from how they talk are impassioned and they care about their land and environment. The Amazon will always bring beautiful stories, and it has a great landscape for the cinematography. Using a natural score helped instead of a musical one, because it really felt like you were within this land. It's like you were in the middle of the Amazon with the sound of the birds and the river flowing and everything else. It was a really beautiful film.